Whether it's edgy cyberpunk or high fantasy, you can never go wrong with a vivid neon glow. Today, I'll be teaching you how to create the perfect neon glow using just a handful of layer styles and layer modes. All resources featured here today can be found down in the description and on Envato Elements. Get unlimited downloads of graphics, photos, and fonts with Envato Elements. Millions of creative digital assets with simple commercial licensing, and you can cancel anytime. I'm Abbey Esparza with Envato Tuts Plus. Let's jump right into it. So this time around, we'll be adding a glow effect to the stripes of this tiger. But in order to make the neon glow really pop, I want to turn this image from day to night. This step is completely optional and will ultimately change from image to image. But for today's image, we're starting out with a black and white gradient map adjustment layer with a 44% opacity. Next, a color lookup adjustment layer set to night from day with its layer mode set to color. Next, a duplicate of that color lookup layer, changing the layer mode to multiply. Now, if your subject has eyes or any distinct highlights that you'd like to keep, go ahead and mask some of this layer out over those areas. You can always come back and do this step later after you've laid down your glow effect. For now, I just masked out just enough to make sure the eyes were still visible. Up next, we're going to bring back some of the highlights to keep our image from looking overly flat. I did this using a curves layer, bringing the top anchor point to the left about 1/5 or so of the way, and then adjusting the curves blend if settings so that it only affects the brighter points of the subject. Remember to hold Alt in order to split the blend if toggles here. With our 4 adjustment layers completed, we can go ahead and group them together and name that group Subject's Color Grade. Now, for the second part of this image's color grade, you're going to create a new group above all current and future layers. This layer group will sit at the top of your layer stack, and it'll consist of a color lookup foggy night layer set to 28% opacity. Second, a selective color layer affecting the cyans, blues, magentas, whites, neutrals, and blacks. And finally, a color balance layer set to red -13, green -19, and blue +27. In combination with the first color grade, this will give our image a high contrast, vivid blue tone. The 2 color grades need to be split, as in this case, we're going to sandwich our glow effect between the 2. So let's start to prep a layer for our glow effect. First, we're going to create a new layer between our 2 color grades. Next, we're going to temporarily hide both of our color grade groups. Now, to select only the black stripes of the tiger, we're going to go to Select, Color Range, and then color dropping onto the black tiger stripes, and then setting the fuzziness to around 140 or so. You can play with this setting, noting this preview here. The areas being selected will show in white. So once you're happy with the preview and the way it's looking, click OK and add a layer mask to the new layer. This mask will take the shape of the selection. And then right after, we can turn our color grade groups back on. Finally, we can begin to start our glow effect, starting with adding 7 different layer styles to our new layer. First, a bevel and emboss, setting the depth to 250, the size to 21, soften to 8, angle to 60, the altitude to 0, the gloss contour to ring double, with a highlight mode set to color dodge, a color similar to what you see here, an opacity of 50%, and a shadow mode set to vivid light, with a color similar to what you see here, as well as an opacity of 10%. Next, a contour, setting the contour to cone inverted, with a range of 50%, Then an inner shadow, setting the blend mode to linear light, a color similar to what you see here, an opacity of 100%, an angle of 90, a distance of 0, and a size of 21. Next up, an inner glow, setting the blend mode to linear dodge, the opacity to 100%, and the color again to what you see here, roughly, the source to center, and a size of 21. Next, a satin layer style, setting the blend mode to vivid light, a color similar to what you see here, an opacity of 50%, an angle of 90, a distance of 42, a size of 146, and a contour set to linear. Now a outer glow, setting that blend mode to linear dodge, an opacity of 100%, a color similar to what you see here, a size of 63, and a range of 85%. Then a drop shadow, setting that blend mode to screen, a color to what you see here, an opacity of 85%, an angle of 30, a distance of 0, and a size of 208. And lastly, one more drop shadow, setting that blend mode to screen, the color to what you see here, an opacity of 100%, an angle of 90, a distance of 0, and a size of 250. All of that done, you can finally paint on your layer using a soft round white brush. Thanks to the layer mask, the glow will only show in the darker parts of the image, in this case, the tiger stripes. From here, it's just filling in the areas you'd like to glow. You can always adjust the layer mask to further refine your glowing areas. Using brightness contrast to add contrast to the mask will help define the area your glow is coming from more, while taking away contrast or adding in some brightness will increase the overall glowing areas. You can also make multiple glow layers, choosing a different fuzziness for each layer mask and then pinpointing the glow with different brushes. Lower the flow rate of the brush to help build the glow effect up slowly, and don't be afraid to use hard brushes for things like hair strands and eye details. Don't worry about having to redo those layer styles. Just right-click, copy layer style, and then right-click, paste layer style onto any new glow layers. And once we're happy with our base glow effect, we can finish everything off with a few extra boosts of glow. First, a layer set to color, placed above the glowy styled layers. Use this layer to paint a hot pink color or whatever color your glow is around the glowing areas. You can always lower the opacity if the effect is too strong. Next, another new layer set to screen, placed above the color layer. Again, paint the same light neon color around the glowing areas. This layer will add more brightness and a general undefined glow. And lastly, a new layer set to overlay placed directly below the top color grade group. Paint white on the areas you want to be extra bright and vivid looking. You can also adjust the blend if settings to make the glow more defined and restricted to the lighter areas of the image, keeping the light out of the shadows. And that is all there is to creating a glow effect photo manipulation. But if that wasn't enough and you're looking to learn even more, why not check out some of the other excellent videos that Envato Tuts Plus has to offer. If you liked this video and would like to see more, consider giving us a like and even subscribing if you haven't already. And don't forget to click the little bell icon to be notified of all new videos, including tips, tricks, and tutorials. Happy designing, see you next time.